It just feels a bit kind of done.
Honestly, I'm not sure about this as a graphic.
So if you had to pick a winner from what we've got on the table, which one out of all these would be the standout for you? Hi, welcome back to the Kit Breakdown. Today we have got a very special guest, or I have got a very special guest. It's my great pleasure to introduce Chris Mullen. Chris,
Hey,
welcome.
How you doing?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Pretty weird being on here, to be honest, after watching the videos in the house last year. So yeah, great to be on. Thank you.
No, thanks for coming on. So Chris's background: Chris is a graphic designer who he actually completed our course at the sparkdesignacademy.com website. He was able to go on there, learn about kits, graphics, designs. He entered a competition to then design the crest for a football club up in his native Scotland. He successfully won that competition and has since gone to work in the industry. So Chris is now out here in Dubai, where I am for the week, this week, working for a brand called SQUATWOLF. So enjoying that, are you, mate? Living abroad and taking in the sunshine, designing pro gymwear.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I would say to anyone who's doing the course, just try and get yourself out there with your work and stuff, because you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
So to be doing this, it's a dream come true, to be fair. Yeah.
Good. And would you say the course has helped you in terms of once you've stepped into the industry? That you're not really allowed to say no here, are you? You can be honest.
No, I'm kidding on. Definitely, I think when you start out doing like concept kits and stuff, you just really know when you're using like Illustrator, just using the patterns.
Yeah.
But I think the course really helps you understand how a pro designer would do it and all the details that you need to consider to make a kit into the market. So
yeah, good. Well, glad to hear it. Glowing review. So remember, go sparkdesignacademy.com, sign up today, and you'll be able to follow in Chris's footsteps, live the high life. So whilst we're talking about graphics and details, today I've invited Chris to talk us through some of the graphic details that we're seeing across the kits for the Copa America and the European Championships in 2024. So Chris, what's caught your eye so far?
Yeah, so I think from a graphics perspective, it's definitely the badges, first of all. I think for quite a few of the years now, specifically Nike and Adidas, they've definitely set the mark in terms of logos and application. That France one, for example, I know they've made the logos a lot bigger this season, but just the detail on it and the texture is really, really nice. Especially the Adidas's ones as well. I would say if I was to pick between the two of them, I actually prefer the Adidas ones more.
Really?
And I know fans do like an embroidery, but I think the fact that Adidas have managed to mix the two together.
Yeah.
So you've got the heat transfer, but it's got the embroidered look. I think it's really nice. So badges, first of all, I think it's one of the really big standouts from a graphics perspective. And then the second of all would be the graphics, the prints and stuff. So I think...
Do you want to grab this one from me? Because I'm desperate for you to talk through this Mexico shirt.
I think the job that the Adidas and the Mexican Federation have done I think it's fantastic, to be honest. I think as a graphic it just looks absolutely stunning. I haven't seen it on pitch, but I think it would look brilliant. And I think the best detail on the back is this little winged, is it a snake? Or,
it looks like a rattlesnake.
But I think the detail on it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it'd make a great tattoo, that would.
And then even these little authentic badges as well. I know Adidas has changed it up from last season, I think, but it's a really nice move on as well. Really nice texture and stuff.
Yeah, it's like they've simplified the visual, but kind of kept the value by adding texture into things.
So I think if you can get your hands on this one, then definitely.
Yeah, it's great.
Any standouts for you?
I mean, I really like the Hummel jerseys. I always do. I think with this one, as seems to be typical for Hummel the last few seasons, it's very kind of retro vintage inspired. They've built the jacquard into the fabric, which I think looks really nice. For me, the shirt itself's nice, the fabric's nice. It's generally a nice shirt, but I think the way they've deployed the kind of high shine and the more matte yarn together within this, so it really stands out. I think right the way across all of the kits we're seeing these contrasts of matte and shine together, and I think they've done a really nice job of capturing that within the fabric. So I thought that was a nice standout there. I think coming back to Adidas again, I mean the visual of this Belgium away kit as a whole, obviously inspired by how the artist Hergé kitted out Tintin. So if you've not seen the full kit, well, you must have been asleep, because it certainly had plenty of publicity with the brown shorts, and really looks like Tintin's outfit. Even the walkout jacket is the same. But I think they've done a really nice job again of just bringing the detail into this shirt here. So this is the replica that I've got in my hand here, and it's still got that really nice matte and shine detail and pattern structure through the fabric, and then with the way that they've executed the embroidered crest, just really nice. The stitches going in different directions, really nice accurate detail through it. So I think all in, the Belgium one has been a nice one too. One that I was less keen on, unfortunately, was the Puma Switzerland shirt. And so we've got that here. It's clearly the emblems within it bear relevance to Switzerland. I think it might be to do with the Edelweiss flower. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am. But yeah, it just feels a bit kind of done before. I think the colour blocking on a lot of the Puma kits has been really nice, and the way that then ties in with the shorts, and the Switzerland kit is one of the better examples of that. But from a graphic perspective, it just doesn't feel like it's got the attention and care that the other ones have got. Yeah.
I think because I know on some of like the previous like authentic kits with Puma, the graphics applications like the badges and stuff was quite nice. Yeah. Whereas this just looks like completely embroidered.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a replica jersey. Yeah. To be honest with you.
I'm honestly not sure about this as a graphic. Yeah. I can kind of see what they're trying to do, but it kind of, when you're visually looking at it, it sort of gives you different ideas than what it's supposed to do. So yeah.
I mean, for this shirt itself, and thinking about it as a full kit, would you have done a different graphic on it, or would you have just left the graphic aside completely?
I guess it depends on the brief. I guess if there's an opportunity to incorporate a graphic, I would certainly go for it. I know obviously it's a pinstripe detail. I would just try and maybe do a little something different that maybe the Swiss Federation's never seen before or thought about. Yeah. I think always trying to introduce something new that still ties in, I think is always a good thing. So yeah, I'd approached it a little differently than the Federation and the Puma's done. So yeah.
And has there been anything in the way of the typefaces, the names and numbers on the kits this year that's grabbed your attention?
I think we're giving Adidas all the plaudits here. I think some of the typefaces they've used are really, really nice. Yeah. I've seen the Argentinian one in the Adidas store. And just the detail in it, I think is really nice from a visual perspective. Nike's is okay. I know in the past they've certainly experimented with it. Yep. And it's been really nice, but I think Adidas has done a really good job with typefaces this year.
Yeah, I'd agree. I do like on the Nike ones where some of it's got the kind of really glossy outline that catches the light, something a bit different that I don't recall seeing before. Yeah. So intrigued with that. So if you had to pick a winner from what we've got on the table, we've also got that lovely Brazil jersey as well, although we've not really talked through it. Which one out of all these would be the standout for you?
I think graphically it's got to be this Mexico kit for me. I think the overall artwork I think is stunning. I think the badge applications as well is really nice. And I think as an overall kit, when you see it on pitch, I think it's going to look even better. Yeah. So yeah, this would be the standout for me.
So what do you think at home? Do you agree with Chris and myself that this Mexico away kit is graphically the best shirt that's been launched for the national teams this summer? Is there something else that we don't have on the table that perhaps we've missed and really is something that we should be casting an eye over? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Chris, thanks so much for coming along and joining us today. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next time on the Kit Breakdown. Cheers.